Wednesday, January 20, and yeah, look at this for the middle of summer. Got a top on, got my hoodie, and we're walking. But yeah, it's just a beautiful morning again, but it's not really warm. It's crisp. As I mentioned in, I think in another video, we've got a grand solar minimum. It simply means the sun cycle is at its lowest point, sort of thing. That's what I've been told. I'm no scientist, but what happens is the sun has cycles, and this is the low point. So we get a weak summer, and somebody else gets a really nasty winter. But anyway, we shall survive, and we'll keep on walking. The weight's not dropping off drastically at all, but I am a lot fitter. So I suppose there's that. Yeah, the last video we did on Mrs. Mac's garden seemed to be very popular, and so can you see me? We thought we'd do it from the other end. We've got the plum trees right down the back here. I'll stand over here. We've got the plum trees right down the back there, the apple tree there. That is fennel. This scraggly thing here is also fennel. More corn over there. These are the onions. I think I mentioned these in another video. I planted these years and years and years, and they've just kept growing. Rabbits come in and steal them. Well, not steal the onions. They come in here and they steal what they can. Haven't seen a lot of rabbits. This year we had a rash of rabbits the last couple of years, and they backed off a bit. Don't know why. When we had cats, it was a different story. Then the cats got old and the rabbits rose again. Now we don't have cats, but the rabbits have disappeared. Don't know. But anyway, this is what it looks like from the western end. Should I say western end? Well, the southern end. Let's call it the southern end. And it looks pretty good. There's not as much as you would imagine in here, although for the two of us, I think there's quite a deal. But it does look pretty good. Mrs. Mac has worked so hard on this. I originally put this up and we were going to do hydroponic lettuce. And we had this humongous wind came along, and I was at work at that stage up in Albury, and it ripped all the plastic off. And it was trailing out that end. It's actually bent the frame. And the plastic is now under the trees up there. We're just going to have to get rid of it. But we're going to cap this with shade cloth, and it's not going to be a hothouse anymore. It's more or less going to be a shade house, but it's going to be 10% shade, so it'll just take the sting out of the summer sun, and we'll be able to grow things. And actually with lettuce, if you take the sting out, only 10% shade, they don't go bitter. And but at the moment we probably get bitter lettuce in this type of weather, so it's not growing. But everything else is looking pretty good. We have the one tree that's really producing the plums is that one there. These other ones, they do produce plums, but that one has come along with the apple tree there. So, and they all get plenty of water. So maybe they've just gotten old or something. I don't know how long plum trees go for. They should go for quite a while, you'd think. But anyway, that's the situation. I don't know whether you can see over here. You probably can't. There's another compost bin. And we have a compost mesh bin here, as well as our space age one up the other end. So we've got a whole bunch of compost happening. And that paspalum grass, that's the only green stuff that's there, is that paspalum. The rest is brown. And I'm staring at the wood pile over here. There's a pile of work just waiting for me over there. And when we get through the hotter days after February, we'll start on cutting up that wood and splitting it and getting it into the shed. And it will be okay for this year as far as the wood's concerned, but we'll be talking to the department again in March, and it looks like we'll have to go either to Beechworth or Yackandandah. And I'll talk to my mate there, my good buddy, now that I've got his phone number, and we'll keep chatting to them. And you never know, there might be a place where we can go which is easy access for a car and a trailer. A lot of those roads up around Beechworth and Yackandandah are four-wheel drive only. You don't want to go driving down those things. You'll probably never be able to come back. They'll have to send a four-wheel drive tow truck or something in there to get you. And it's okay going in there without a load on your trailer, but coming back out with a load, just don't know. These are things we'll worry about later on, but at the moment we'll get that wood done after February and get it all cut up nicely and in the shed for the winter time. But this is the other end of the garden here. I thought you'd like to see that from, because you've only seen it from that end, looking that way, so you're looking at it this way now, so you can put it in some kind of context. This is what it looks like. Just having a look at the strawberries, they're still looking good. This is our compost bin here, and the other one's just over there, as you can see. Our tomatoes are starting to, actually the tomatoes are starting to look good. Yeah. Look at that. Oh, that one fell off. I tell you what, might have that for lunch this afternoon. Yes. Compost bin, regular size compost bin or type. And yeah, so it's looking good. The weather is warming up, but it's got to be in the 20 odd. I can feel a sting in the sun, but it's 20 something at the moment, maybe 25, 26, something like that. But we will get to 30 degrees today, and that's nice. Looking forward to it. But here we are. So look, this is Wednesday. I know there's a lot happening in the world, and I'm trying to keep well away from it. I'd rather just be in the garden at the minute and see what happens. Anyway, I wish you all a fantastic week, and we'll catch up with you on the weekend. We'll see you then.